Douglas Quaid, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Then, 42. Now, 79. Mary, played by Lisha Nav. Then, 26. Now, 62. Delos Cohagen, played by Ronnie Cox. Then, 52. Now, 88. Thumbelina, played by Debbie Lee Carrington. Then, 40. Passed away in 2018, at age 58. Dr. Lull, played by Rosemary Dunsmore. Then, 38. Now, 74. Richter, played by Michael Ironside. Then, 40. Now, 76. Mutant Child, played by Sasha Rionda. Then, 6. Now, 42. Benny, played by Mel Johnson Jr. Then, 39. Now, 75. Quado, played by Marshall Bell. Then, 47. Now, 83. Melina, played by Rachel Tickerton. Then, 31. Now, 67. Mutant Mother, played by Monica Stoyer. Then, 39. Now, 75. Dr. Edgemar, played by Roy Brocksmith. Then, 45. Passed away in 2001, at age 56. Bob McLean, played by Ray Baker. Then, 43. Now, 79. Harry, played by Robert Costanzo. Then, 47. Now, 83. Tony, played by Dean Norris. Then, 27. Now, 63. Helm, played by Michael Champion. Then, 31. Now, 67. Rebel Lieutenant, played by Michael Gregory. Then, 43. Passed away in 2025, at age 78. Tiffany, played by Alexia Robinson. Then, 29. Now, 65. Lori Quaid, played by Sharon Stone. Then, 32. Now, 68. Everett, played by Mark Alimo. Then, 48. Now, 84.